So Israel's pushing really hard to extend this first stage of the ceasefire for 6 more weeks and continue releasing hostages, and we release prisoners. But Hamas says no further hostages will be released until Israel goes in what was supposed to be the second stage, where Israel leaves Hamas in power, leaves Gaza entirely. And so it looks like we've come to a ultimatum. And we look at how unready we were. I did a video yesterday about how really unready we were on October 7th. I mean, what happened with the Air Force, the scale of unpreparedness. The Southern Command failed, and we were also unready in the ocean, in the sea. Our naval power was completely unready. Even for the war with Lebanon, even there, which we had our eyes there, but we were just completely unready. And so in Lebanon, Prime Minister Nawaf Salam calls for a full Israeli withdrawal from the disputed areas near the border. And IDF says no, those are areas that Hezbollah could quickly take over. So look what happened in the White House. Did you see Trump ask Zelensky to leave after they had a public argument on national television? That is, things are really shifting. I'm telling you what, Hamas, they don't understand. The White House is with us right now, and we are going to see this through. The Israeli Government Committee has approved also legislation to annex key settlements in Judea and Samaria near Jerusalem. And so across the board, it's time for Hamas to just either A, leave or surrender or else, right? Long-awaited trial of 4 Hamas terrorists that were planning to, before the war, they were planning to do major terror attacks in Germany, and Germany is holding them responsible. It is the first time that Germany has prosecuted individuals for being members of the Hamas terrorist organization. Well, good for them. Good for them. These are terrorists. They planned in 2019. They planned they went to Bulgaria to get weapons, stocked up firearms, and smuggled weapons from Denmark to Germany. And their weapons caches were dormant until they got activated. Their whole plan was to shoot up, attack the Israeli embassy in Berlin and the U.S. airbase Ramstein in Berlin, and also the Tempelhof airport. Their plot was failed, and they were arrested, and now, and the fourth one was captured in the Netherlands and extradited, and so we're not putting up with it anymore. So the biggest news that I want to talk about, the biggest news, is we have decided, the government has decided that within 4 to 6 weeks, we are going to fully take over the entire Gaza Strip with an offensive of more than 50,000 troops, Miluim, reservists, called up in a coordinated multi-front attack to remove Hamas entirely from power and clear them out of the north, the center, and the south simultaneously, all at once. How's this going to happen? It sounds very dangerous, and it will be very dangerous, but it's the time for this. We can't let this cycle repeat itself. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, along with Defense Minister Israel Katz, are leading the initiative, and they're saying, with the new incoming Eyal Zamir, the new chief of staff, and formulating this plan, and also Hezi Nahama, he supports this strategy, and the combined, this is of epic proportion, biblical proportions, friends. This is something this big, hasn't happened yet. And even in this war so far, still has not happened on this level, and it needs to happen. Amir Avivi, former Brigadier General, he's been advising the government in the strategy, along with Kobe Michael, who's a former Strategic Affairs Minister. Yaron Finkelman, head of Southern Command, has been involved in planning this absolutely groundbreaking offensive on Gaza and on Hamas. The attack will deploy 4 to 5 divisions in multiple areas simultaneously to overwhelm them. The plan is going to be more aggressive and decisive than anything we've done in our entire history. And the Biden administration, when the Biden administration did so many restrictions on weapons and so many behind-the-scenes moves to limit Israel's ability, well, Trump's reversing all that. And he says, Trump told Netanyahu that 150-day deadline, we have to complete the planning in no more than 150 days. So he's saying, come on, man, come on, do this. And we'll probably have to bring religious in to fight as well, religious Jewish people. That we're going to have, this is going to be something so massive. Israeli forces no longer need to maintain a large military presence on the northern border, so we'll move all the soldiers from the northern border as well, except for a few in strategic locations and a few in Syria on some strategic locations. And the offensive could bring back the last, 59 Israeli hostages in Gaza. I think of those 35 are confirmed dead. And so if they decide to disarm, it could be paused. If Hamas decides to give up, surrender. So it's leave, surrender, or else. We're ready to return to intensive combat, and Hamas will not rule. And they will not rule in Gaza. So this is just so groundbreaking. And I'm telling you what, our people have a long memory. We do not forget what they did to us. And no, the PLO can't take over either. And we will return security. And it's Purim. It's the time where we remember Esther. It's coming up on March 13th. Be sure to join us. Be sure to open up your Bibles. And I'm just going to read right now Psalms 83. Do not keep silent, O God. Don't hold your peace or be still, O God. For behold, your enemies make an uproar. Those who hate you have raised their heads. They lay crafty plans against your people. They consult together against your treasured ones. They say, come, let us wipe them out from being a nation. Let the name of Israel be remembered no more. Well, that ain't going to happen. God will help his people.
Thank you to the donors of Return Aliyah Center, to the drone you donate us, various helpful and help us to protect the units and to... Am Yisrael